efficient.
I know. Fantastic. Paolo, it looked like it just seemed like even when the lead was, getting away, it just seemed like you stayed in total control. Mose was communicating, it seemed like really effectively with people. Just how have you guys gotten comfortable in these spots when things aren't going your way, but you just know what you have to do at the end to finish it off?
Yeah, I think we've been in this position a lot this year where we're getting on those tight games, and we won a lot of them, we lost some of them. So I think just as a team, we're comfortable. Obviously, we're not it's still a sense of urgency, but I think at this point in the season, we know that we just got to do what we need to do to win the game, and they started to come back and make some shots. We started to stagnate a little bit, but we just had to have more points than them at the end of the game. So it did get a little interesting, but I think everybody was just confident that we were going to pull the game out.
It is the all-time series between these two franchises. It's been pretty back and forth, pretty even for 30-something years now. To go 5-0 against this team, not even counting the two preseason ones, how crazy is that?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Since my rookie year, we've always had tight games against these guys. I've had some tough losses in this building. I remember 2 years ago where I just felt like literally the game slipped out of my hands. I had a layup at the buzzer and the ball just like flew out of my hands, and I remember being so upset after that. But yeah, it's just good to come in here and get wins, and they're a tough team. Obviously, Coach Spoelstra, great coach, Bam, and all those guys over there. So every game's been a battle. None have really been one-sided, and so it's a good feeling.
I know you guys are focused on one game at a time, but for all the ups and downs of this season, to put together a 7-game win streak, to hold the 5th seed in the East, what does that say about this team's resiliency, and what does it say about how far this team has come over the course of the season?
Yeah, definitely a resilient group, through injuries, through all the, stuff earlier this season. We've been able to find a good rhythm and, at the right time, and we want to keep it going. We don't want to stop at 7. We want to keep going, playing good basketball right now. We're really trusting each other out there, communicating well. So this is how we got to play. We just got to keep building on it.
Paolo, you were able to pass Penny Hardaway for the second most games in franchise history with 20-plus points, 5-plus rebounds, and 5-plus assists. What does that accomplishment mean to you, and how good does it feel to be playing the way you are after taking that time to reset over the All-Star break?
Yeah, that's a crazy stat right there. Obviously, Penny Hardaway is Hall of Famer, one of the greats to put on the Magic uniform. So, big ups to him. He recruited me a little bit when I was in high school. So, that's a hell of an accomplishment. Big fan of him, and it's just like I said, playing good basketball at the right time. It's a tight race in the Eastern Conference, and you want to be playing your best around this time of year, March, April, May, June. So, I'm going to keep it up. The team, we're going to keep it up and just keep building.
This was the most minutes Jamal King had played since January 2nd, I think. What did you see from him out there, and just what do you think of that type of performance when he hasn't played as much recently? Yeah,
man, he was just ready from the second he checked in. You could tell. One thing about Maul is that he don't lack confidence. Whether he don't play 10 straight games, he's ready to go every single game. He's always working. He's always playing ones. After practice, after shoot-arounds. He's a talented player, and you could tell he was ready for this one. Him playing. I think he got drafted to Miami or started in Miami. So he was ready for this game, and he just came out super confident on both sides of the ball, made big plays. 3, dunk, blocks. Just to have a wing like that, being able to check in the game and affect the game, both sides of the ball, is huge. And credit to him for just being ready for his opportunity with guys out.
for you guys, and especially for you as you get older and you're the leader of this team, how important is it for you to make sure that the team has an efficient night like they did tonight on the offense end, to have this win streak, and really to maybe go into the best confidence you've had into the playoffs so far in your career?
Yeah, I think it's just building that trust with your teammates. Trying to communicate with guys. Be open to all dialogue, especially with the offense. Us just really clicking on that side. Communicating on what's working, what's not working, what we're seeing, what I'm seeing. I just been really trying to do that. Voice being vocal out there in timeouts on the court, and just pouring into guys, whether that's holding a guy accountable or giving a guy confidence, boosting them up, whatever is needed in the moment. Just trying to do that.
Especially being in the middle of a playoff race, just how beneficial can being in all these close games down the stretch help you guys understand what it takes in those situations?
Yeah, like I said earlier, we've been in a lot of those situations over the course of the season. Playoff basketball, more games are that way than not, and I think we've had 2 years of experience, and we're going to have to be ready for this year, however it shakes out, to play some close games at home, on the road, whatever it is. And I think us being able to stick together in tough environments is, I think, where we can take our biggest step. I think in the playoffs in the past, I don't think we've won on the road, so that's something that we know we're going to have to do to advance. You got to win on the road, so I think us just being really together, and when it's just you and the bench and the whole crowd is cheering for the other team, being able to communicate in those moments and perform and deliver is something that I think we can really lock in on and take into the playoffs this year.
I saved the important one for last. Why will Duke get it done this year?
Duke is definitely the favorite. I'll say that. Shout out to the guys, getting that ACC championship 2 years in a row. Coach Shire, on his way to being a Hall of Fame coach. And why do I think they're going to win? Because I think they learned from last year, being so close. And I think they have the best player in the country, Cameron Boozer. Huge fan of him. So big shout out to the guys. I'm always watching, check the score as soon as I got in the locker room. So go Blue Devils.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paolo.